Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durgakshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Chadimahi Tanno Durge Prachodayat. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Bolo Jagadambika Durga Mata Ki Jai. Offer your flowers in the thali there. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Avahanam Samarpayami. Asanam Samarpayami. Namaha Gum. Manaji Charnamrit. There's some Charnamrit there. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Manaji, the Charnamrit, Panchamrit. Now the Shrotas, you will take the Panchamrit and offer it on the feet of Ma Durga. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Om Paya Pritijam Paya Oshidisho Payo Divyantarikshe Payo Daha Payasvati Pradisha Santu Mahyam. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Payasnanam Padhyam Samarpayami. Namaha Gum. Om Jata Veda Se Sunavama Somamarathi Yato Nidahati Vedaha Sannaha Parashadati Durgani Vishwa Samakni Varnata Pasajalantim Vairochinim Karma Paleshu Justam Durga Devi Sharanmaham Prapadye Sutarasi Tarase Namaha. Agne Tvam Paraya Navyo Asman Swasti Bharati Durgani Vishwa Pushcha Prithvi Bahulana Urvi Bhavato Kayatanayaya Shamyoha Vishwani Nau Durgaha Jata Vedaha Sindhunna Nava Durtat Parishihi Agni Atrivan Manasa Granano Smakam Bodhavita Tanunam Pritanajitam Gvam Sahamana Mugramagnim Huvem Paramathyajastat Sannaha Parashaditi Durgani Vishwa Shamadevo Ati Durtati Agnihi Pratnoshi Kvetyo Advarechu Sanacha Hota Navyascha Sastihi Swancha Agni Tanuvam Viprayasya Samabhyam Chocha Bhagamaya Jasva Gobhirjushchamayajo Nishiktantra Vendra Vishnu Nasanchare Nakasya Prishtamavi Samvasano Vaishnavi Lokaiha Madayantam. Thank you. Now the Shrotas, you can please step down from the altar. Everyone else is now invited to offer the Charnamrit as well onto Ma Durga's feet. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Prachodayat. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durge Prachodayat. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durge Prachodayat. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durge Prachodayat. Om Katyayanaaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विद्महे। 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 ॐ शृणो देवी प्रवक्ष्यामि कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रमुत्तमं येन मन्त्रप्रभावेन चण्डीजापः शवो भवेत्। न कवचं नार्गलास्तोत्रं कीलकं न रहस्यकं न सूक्तं नापि ध्यानं च न न्यासो न च वर्चनं। कुञ्जिकापाठमात्रेण दुर्गापाठफलं लभेत्। अतिगुह्यतरं देवी देवानामपि दुर्लभं। गोपनीयं प्रयत्नेन स्वयोनिर्वपार्वती। मारणं मोहनं वश्य स्तम्भनोचातनादिकं पाठमात्रेण संसिद्धेत्। कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रमुत्तमम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विद्महे। ॐ ग्रं हुं क्लीं हुं सः ज्वाले ज्वाले ज्वल ज्वल प्रज्वल प्रज्वल। ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विद्महे। ज्वल हं सं लं शं फट् स्वाहा इति मन्त्रः। ॐ नमस्ते रुद्ररूपिण्ये नमस्ते मधुमर्दने नमः केतवहारिण्ये नमस्ते महिषार्दिनि नमस्ते शुम्भहन्त्रेश्च विशुम्भासुरगार्दिनि। जागृतं हे महादेवी जपं सिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे। ऐङ्कारे शिष्टरूपाय क्लीङ्कारे प्रतिपालिका क्लीङ्कारी कामरूपिण्ये बीजरूपे नमोऽस्तु ते चामुण्डा चण्डिघाती च एकारे वरदायिनि भिक्षे च भयधानित्य नमस्ते मन्त्ररूपिणीं धां भीं धूं दुर्जतेः पत्नीं वां वीं वुं वागरेश्वरी क्रां क्रीं क्रूं कालिका देवी शां शिं शुं मे शुभं कुरु हुं हुं हुंकाररूपिण्ये जं 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 जम्बनार्दिनि भ्रां भ्रीं भ्रूं भैरवी भद्रे भवानी ते नमो नमः। ॐ आं तं चं तं तं पं यं शं वीं धूं ऐं वीं हं क्षं यजाग्रं तेजाग्रं त्रोतय त्रोतय दीप्तं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा पां पीं पुं पार्वती पूर्ण कां खें कुं खेचरी तथा सां सिं सुं सप्तशती दिव्ये मन्त्रसिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे इदं तु कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रं मन्त्रजागार्तिहेतवे अभक्तेनैव दातव्यं गोपितं रक्ष पार्वती यस्तु कुञ्जिकया देवी हीना सप्तशती पतेत् ततस्यै जायते सिद्धिर्रण्ये रोदनं यथा इति श्रीरुद्रयामले गौरीतन्त्रे शिवपार्वतीसंवारे कुञ्जिकास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। ॐ दुं दुर्गाय नमः। 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 ॐ साचे दरबार की जय।
जय मैया तू जगत जननी, जय मैया तू जगत जननी, भक्त जनों पे कृपा करनी, भक्त जनों पे कृपा करनी। जय मैया तू जगत जननी, जय मैया तू जगत जननी। शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर की देवी, ये संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरे शरण हम, हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझे, गुनियों ने जाने, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। मुनियों ने समझे, गुनियों ने जाने, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। देवी दुर्गा माता भवानी, महिषासुर संहारिणी। देवी दुर्गा माता भवानी, महिषासुर संहारिणी। देवी दुर्गा माता भवानी, भक्तन के दुख हरनी परम, भक्तन के दुख हरनी परम।
तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता, तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता, चारों दिशा से भक्त आशा से भक्तों के भीड़ आए, ओ माता तेरे शरण आए, देखो हे अम्बे माता।
जग जननी जय जय मां
has any prasad to offer, you can please bring it up now. We'll have a bhajan in the meanwhile.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः दुर्गा दुर्गति दूर कर मंगल करो सब काज मन मंदिर उज्जवल करो कृपा करके आज ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं सब अंधकार मिटा दे मैया सब अंधकार मिटा दे मैया चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं दर्श तेरा कर पाऊं मैं ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया जग में आकर जग को मैया अब तक ना पहचान सका अब तक ना पहचान सका क्यों आया हूँ कहाँ है जाना ये भी ना मैं जान सका ये भी ना मैं जान सका तू है अगम गोचर मैया तू है अगम गोचर मैया कहूँ कैसे लग पाऊँ मैं ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया चरणों से लग जाऊं मैं सब अंधकार मिटा दे मैया भक्त तेरा कर पाऊं मैं ऐसा प्यार बहा दे मैया ऐसा प्यार बहा दे
बोलो जगदम्बिका दुर्गा माता की जय. Jai Sitaram, Jai Mata Di, everyone. As always, welcome to our Shanti Satsangh. This is our Friday night Satsangh dedicated to Ma Durga. We have completed such a beautiful puja with full abhishekam to Ma Bhavani, Ma Durga. And hence, we've completed one aspect of prayers. That's the puja, that's the physical worship. Let us now get engaged and tune our minds to the second aspect, which is to sing, to chant. Om. But first, some prarthana. Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Atulit Baladamam Hema Shaila Badeham Dhanujavan Krishanam Jnaninam Mrigaganyam Sakala Gunanidanam Vanarana Madisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatam Namami Vande Devam Umapatim Surgurum Vande Jagatkaranam Vande Pannagabhushanam Mrigadaram Vande Pashunapatim Vande Surya Shashanka Vahanayam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakta Janasrayam Chavardam Vande Shivam Shankaram Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwaswarupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashyante Siddha Swantastvamishwaram Vande Bodhamayam Nityam Guru Shankar Rupinim Yamashrito Hi Vakroti Chandra Sarvatya Vandate Kararvinde Napadarvindam Mukarvinde Viniveshayantram Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Bala Mukunda Manasa Smarani Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Lokabhiramam Ranarangadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvamsanatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Manasa Smarami Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama 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 Shri Ram
जय राम जय जय राम।
ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणीं विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। लक्ष्मीकरोतु कल्याणम् आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदा। मम शत्रुविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते। नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते। नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते। ॐ जयन्ती मङ्गला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोऽस्तु ते। जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतारतिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोऽस्तु ते। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
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 मधुकेतव्यविद्रावी विधात्री वरदे नमः।
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
महिषासुरनिर्नाशी भक्तानां सुखदे नमः।
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
रक्तबीजवदे देवी चन्द्रमुण्डविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
शुभस्य निशुम्भस्य धूमाक्ष चमर्दिनी
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
वन्दितां गृहे देवी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
अचिन्त्यरूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
तेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चण्डिके दुर्तापे
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
स्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वं त्वां चण्डिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय। रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
विदेहि द्विषतां नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दिशो जय।
रूपं देहि जयं यशो देहि दशो जय रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दशो जय
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दशो जय
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दशो जय
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दशो जय मा
रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि दशो जय
यशो देहि दशो जय यशो देहि दशो जय यशो देहि दशो जय. The question can be asked to all of you that are here. Do you have toxic people in your life? Do you have anyone that is toxic in your life? What is a toxic person? This is a term that the youth know very well. This is something that we hear of constantly in our young society. I'm sure it is. I'm sure many of you know what it is as well. But for those who do not know, a toxic person is a term used to describe someone or people who are not good. In the simplest terms, people who are not good. These are people who are toxic, like poison. They slowly poison your life. They slowly poison your mind over time. These individuals, they may make you feel terrible about yourself. These people, with conversations with them, you always leave that conversation feeling worse. They never contribute things, meaningful things to your life, to that conversation. They never offer you words of encouragement. They never speak good things about you or anyone else in that conversation. And they drain you of your time and your energy. You leave that interaction feeling drained. You leave that interaction feeling not as energized as you should coming out. There are some people who have energy in this life. Have you ever come across someone who, after speaking with them, you feel motivated, you feel energized, you feel like this feeling of goodness from them has rubbed off on you. You have this sense of their aura, and just their words alone were enough to motivate you. With that conversation with them, you become excited, and you leave being aligned with the goals that they have told you. Their energy radiates onto you, and now you are a better person from that conversation when you leave. That conversation that you have, that is the purpose of it. But toxic people, as we'll hear about today, these are the people who do not give us that feeling, who do not give us that, essence of themselves once you leave that conversation. These are the people who do the opposite to us as what they should. And to top it all off, these are people who are not truly happy for you when good things come your way. When you have some type of celebration, some milestone that you have achieved, some achievement that you are very proud of, these quote-unquote toxic people in our life, they're never happy. And you'll get a sense of that when you speak with them and when you tell them about the great things that are happening to you. This toxic person was once in the Ramayana as well. Let us see who it was. Om Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Oh, देखी मंथरा नगरु बनावा, देखी मंथरा नगरु बनावा, मैं जुल मंगल बाज प्रदावा.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
ओ पूछे सिले गन कान ऊंचाहू, पूछे सिलो गन काहू चाहू, राम तिलक सुनु भाउरदाहू.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
It is said that Kekai, Bharat, the brother of Rama, and Rama's stepmother, Mata Kekai, she had a servant that was dull-witted. Who was the servant? Manthara. Manthara was her name. And in the verse we just read, it says that Manthara, she saw the city decorated and festal music melodiously was playing. She asked the people, Puchesi Logana. She asked the people of Ayodhya, what is all of this rejoicing about? And when she heard now the answer that Sri Ram's installation was coming near, she felt distressed in her heart. She immediately plotted how she could create mischief seemingly overnight. The words of the Ramcharitmanas. I think when we first described the toxic person just moments ago, I think we were describing Manthara. We were describing her quite well. Manthara, she sees everyone very, very happy. She hears of a joyous occasion, and she is not happy for Prabhu Shri Ram. This is an example of someone who is truly never happy for you. They will come up with many excuses as to why they should not be happy for you. Why that good news should not be shared. They may say things like, well, what about this and this? Have you heard about this? They will change the subject. They will change the subject from your good news to something else. They say, that's nice, but let's talk about this now. And they will create an issue to ruin the moment. All three of these things is what Manthara did to Kekai, the queen, and of course to Prabhu Shri Ram ultimately. What Manthara teaches us is that the craziest part, about having toxic people, the unbelievable thing about having these people commit such actions, we can agree that it's wrong. But the most unbelievable part to all of this is that these toxic people can sometimes be our best friends. Sometimes these people can be our cousins, our advisors, the people we rely on. Sometimes they could be our brothers and our sisters. Even it could be the people closest to us, but yet they make us feel this negative emotions. We know it is wrong, and yet we continue to interact with them. We continue to be connected with them. We continue to call them up on the phone to listen what negativity they have to say again and again. But this is not a complex topic. We know of the wrongdoings that they do, and yet we fall victim to that trap again and again. And the truth is that it doesn't matter who that person is, if they're very close to us or if they're far away from us. There's someone we do not care about as much. If they are toxic, then we need to social distance from them. If they are toxic, then we need to separate ourselves from them. If they cause us this pain when leaving a conversation with them, then we need to find some type of distance between us and that person. And why? Because if they hold you back in life, they have to go. And now this is a topic here that we sometimes don't like to think about. Are we continuing along a good path in life? Do we constantly try to look for things that can improve our life? Are we looking to better ourselves every single day? If the answer to these questions is yes, then there's no sense in entertaining these people in our life because they will hold us back. People are the most important aspect of our lives. Did you know this? Not our job, it is not our wealth, it is not our skills that we have. It is not even our belief. Because the people that are around us, they shape our beliefs. They shape our job, how we interact with others in our job. They shape what skills we have, how we communicate with others. They build most of these things for us, and that is why people are the most important thing that we can have. We know the saying, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. This is an old saying. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Or, birds of a feather flock together. And a beautiful quote that I've heard, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. This is a quote by Jim Rohn. It's saying that the people who we interact with, they shape who we are. They tell us who we are. They tell others about who we are as a person. And that's why we were told as kids, always sit at the smart kids table. Kids, you know this is something we've been drilled. This is something we've been told since we were growing up. When you find people in your class that are smarter than you, or that are doing better in a subject, what should you do? You go and interact with them. You befriend them. And some of that smartness will rub off on you. It's not physically. What it means is that by interacting with these people, they're going to uplift you in terms of your grades. If they're a bad person, that's a different story. So we interact with these good people because they shape who we are. They uplift us. And they tell other people about our character. So what happens if we have this in our life? What happens if we have these negative people in our life? What should we do in this case? Bhagavan Shri Krishna tells us in the Bhagavad Gita, for those following along, this is chapter 1, verse 38 to 39. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda
Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Oh Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
यद्यप्येते न पश्यन्ति लोभोपहत चेतसा कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोह च पातकं कृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारी
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
कथं न ज्ञेयमस्ति पापादस्मानिवार्तितं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रत्यशद्धिर्चार्जना श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द
Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Krishna
Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
In chapter 1, Arjuna speaks. He says, Hey Janardana, hey Bhagavan Shri Krishna, why is it that we are not refraining from this sinful act of fighting our relatives? When we are wise and have an understanding of what is right. You see, Arjuna, he asks a very, very important question here. He says, even though that there are people on the other side of the war that are doing bad things, that are evil, he says, these are my family members. So why is it that I have to fight them? He says, is fighting not incorrect? Is it not a sin? He says to Sri Krishna, you and I are wise people. So why do I have to take this harmful action? When we hear the question of Arjuna, it sounds very, very reasonable. But if we were to take a look at this and analyze this question a little bit more, it is filled with fallacy. It doesn't make sense. The answer that Bhagavan Shri Krishna gives to him is by asking him another question. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, if you are so wise, then how can you allow these evil people to win this righteous war? If you are so wise, then how can you allow these people to destroy the planet? How can you allow all of this negativity to happen? Arjuna recognized that they were not good. He recognized that Bhagavan Shri Krishna and himself, they were both more wise than the other side. But it was his feelings that stopped him from fighting. He was blinded from seeing that they were a problem in his life. And not only that, not only were his cousins, his uncles, a problem in his life, but if Arjuna and the Pandavas did not fight, then the Kauravas would eventually rule the entire world unjustly. They would have eventually taken over this entire planet unjustly for many, many years to come. And who's to say that we would still not be under their rule today if Arjuna and Bhagavan Shri Krishna did not fight? So Bhagavan Shri Krishna answers this question by saying, if you are so wise, O Arjuna, if you and I are so wise, then how can we stand to let this happen? It's a very, very strict response, but a very wise one from Bhagavan Shri Krishna. In the same way that Arjuna was asking this question, in the same way that Arjuna was faced with this challenge, sometimes you and I, we are blinded from seeing those around us, from seeing that those people, some people around us, bring us down. We are blinded just because they are close to us or far, whatever the relation may be. We fail to recognize that they will always win the battles over us. They will continue to bring us down in life. And they will continue to do so for many, many years to come if we do not put a stop to it. If we do not stand up for dharma, for righteousness. That toxicity that's in some people will continue to seep into your life. So now the question is, how is it that we can get rid of these toxic people from your life? How is it that we can social distance from them to keep them far away? There's a beautiful saying. It says, if a plant does not grow, or if a flower does not grow, you do not change the flower or the plant. You change the environment around it. You do not need to get a new flower, you need to change the environment. You need to get a new environment for that plant to flourish. What does this tell us? It tells us that if we are not happy with others around us, if we are not happy with our environment, it is not allowing us to flourish and to grow, then we have to change our environment. It's very simple. We have to change the people around us that are not allowing us to flourish, that are not giving us enough food, enough water, mentally, spiritually, to become a better person in life. If you feel this unhappiness, then you need to focus on yourself. Because as I mentioned in the beginning, we have time and energy that is going into the people around us. We spend a lot of this time and energy onto those that are in our environment. So if they're not working out for us, then we need to invest that in ourselves. And as I said previously just now as well, if we're not constantly looking to improve ourselves, then you're okay to be in that environment. You're okay to have toxic people around you because you're not looking to improve yourself in any case. If you're not looking to learn, if you're not looking to have an open mind to hear the opinions of others, even though you may not agree with it all the time, then you're not looking to learn. If you're not picking up a book and studying, if you're not doing all of these things, then your environment will stay the same. And honestly, you have no complaints about that. You should have no complaints about toxic people in your life, because that is essentially what you're looking for. If we feel differently about this, then we have to change that environment so we can grow. Toxic food is the same way. When we eat something that is not so good for us, you might not feel it that day. You might not feel that that food is stopping you. But over time, if you continue eating that bad food, that toxic food, things that are not good for us, it will affect us in the long run. It may hit us like a wall with a disease, or it may make us sluggish. We have to try to change our environment around us. And by that, I mean the people. So how can we deal with these toxic people in our life? Either, I said, we get rid of them, or we can change them into a good person. And I always prefer this option. If you have these people in your life, stand up as Arjuna did to the Kauravas. With the guidance of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, stand up and try to make their life better. Try to inflict your positivity on them. Become someone who spreads that positivity, and maybe, just maybe, you will change that person into the environment that you need. You will change the people around you to the environment that you need. But of course, if it doesn't work, then there's the social distance aspect. No matter who this person is to you, no matter how close they are to you, then always consider yourself, your self-growth, your dharma, and this mandir first. Because this is where we can flourish. Appreciate what you have. But if it does not come to that, then you have to let it go. Thank you all for joining with us again tonight. We have learned tonight a few things. We have learned to identify the people in our life that bring us joy and good feelings. On the opposite hand, we have learned to identify those who do not provide us with that. Those who slowly poison our minds with negative thoughts, negative feelings. The third thing that we learned is that we have to understand that we have to keep our distance from those who are not willing to change, the toxic people. And finally, we have to continue striving for growth constantly in life. Otherwise, we are in the same place, or worse. Bolo Sya Bacha Ramachandra ki, Shri Durga Mata ki Jai. We have a couple dedications and two sponsors here today. Our sponsors in-house are our auntie. This is Baiji Gabriel's family. And I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your names. Brenda, do you remember? Sanjot and Alicia. So thank you so much for sponsoring our puja and performing puja with us tonight. I'm sure you can agree that we had a very, very beautiful and interactive and energizing puja of Ma Durga. Today was a good day to sponsor. And it's the daughter's second birthday. What is your daughter's name? Reena. Karina. Okay. Karina. Happy birthday to Karina. She's wandering around there, I see. She was involved with our puja as well, and we're very, very glad that she's here, celebrating in this way for her second birthday. Round of applause for Karina. Happy birthday, Karina. And if I heard correct, is it your birthday as well, Auntie? Your birthday? And Auntie is celebrating her birthday in the form of puja. That was last Wednesday as well. So we give her a round of applause to her. Happy birthday. Our Durga Ma mala, the mala that you see here decorated so beautifully, and the jasmine mala that's around Bhavani Shankar, Lord Shiva and Ma Parvati, they are sponsored by Bhaiji Gabriel. Thank you, Bhaiji Gabriel. And on the occasion of your mom's birthday, I see that Bhaiji Gabriel would like to offer a bhajan. So we'll have him perform a bhajan now on the occasion of his mother's birthday. Meanwhile, we're getting set up for that. We do have some dedications online as well. This will be posted online. This is for Karina Singh, which are in person. The greeting is just a happy birthday from the rest of your family to Karina. Our second is to the matriarch of our family. Happy birthday to the matriarch of our family. The glue that keeps us together, our mother, Mary Jordan. Also a happy birthday to Pamela Jordan as well. And third, we have an online dedication as well. This is dedicated to Auntie Basanti. We would like to take this time out to wish our mom, Basanti Manbod, a happy birthday. Thank you for being the caring, loving, and nurturing aunt, mother, mother-in-law, grandmother, and the wife you are. May Mother Durga continue to shower her blessings on you, and may you live to see many, many more wonderful years to come. Also, a happy 31st wedding anniversary to our parents. That's Auntie Basanti and Uncle Sanalal. Wishing you both a long life with great health, blessings, strength, and togetherness. Love always, your children. Thank you for sponsoring. The Manbod family is always a family that is close to us here at the Mandir, a family that helps out quite a bit and sponsors quite a bit. And we consider family here in this Mandir. Happy birthday to you, Auntie Basanti. And now we'll have a bhajan by G. Gabriel.
Today is my mom's birthday, and usually on Fridays we do the Durga Chalisa, and I think back to my mom when I was very, very young, and she was my very first music teacher. The only thing I remember singing to her was Jai Ma, because that's all I remember. I didn't understand the rest of it. So on your birthday, Mom, we'd like to chant the Durga Chalisa for you, 40 verses of Glories to Ma Bhavani.
जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे जगदम्बे नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करनी नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरनी निरंकार है ज्योति तुम्हारी दिवो लोक फैले उजियारे जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ जय अम्बे शशिललाट मुख महा विशाल नेत्र लाल भ्रकुटी विकराला रूप मातु को अधिक सुहावे दर्श करत जन अति सुख पावे तुम संसार शक्ति लय कीना तुम पालन अन्न धन दीना अन्नपूर्णा हुई है जगपाला तुम ही आदि सुंदरी बाला जय अम्बे जगदम्बे प्रलय काल सब नाशन हारे, तुम गौरी शिव शंकर प्यारे। शिव योगी तुमरे गुण गावे, ब्रह्मा विष्णु तुम्हें नित्य ध्यावे। रूप सरस्वती का तुम दारा, दे सुबुद्धि ऋषि मुनि न उबारा। धरो रूप नरसिंह को अम्बा, परगत भये पार कर कंबा। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रक्षा करी प्रहलाद बचायो, हिरण्याकशु को स्वर्ग पतायो। लक्ष्मी रूप धरो जग माही, श्री नारायण अंग समाई। क्षीर सिंधु में करत विलासा, दया सिंधु दी जय मन आशा। हिंगलाज में तुम्ही भवानी, महिमा अमित न जाय भकानी। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
मातंगी धूमावती माता, भुवनेश्वरी बगला सुखदाता। श्री भैरव तारा जगतारनि, चिन्न बाल दवधु कनिहारनि। के हरिवाहन सो हे भवानी, लंगूर बीर करक अगवारे। कर में का पर कर गविराज, जाको देख का लधर बाज। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
सो है कर अष्ट त्रिशूला, जातु उत्र क्षत्रिय शूला। नगर कोट में तुम्ही विराजत, तिहो लोक में डंका बाजत। शुंभ निशुंभ दानव तुम मारे, रक्त बीज संकर संहारे। महिषासुर मुनि अति अभिमानी, जही अखबार मही अकुलानी। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
रूप कराल काली को दारा, सेन सहित तुम ही सम्हारा। परिगार संतन पर जब जब, पई बहार माता तुम तब तब। अमरपुरी अरबा सब लोक, तब महिमा सब रहे अशोका। बाला में है ज्योति तुम्हारी, तुम्हें सदा पूजे नर नारी। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
प्रेम भक्ति से जो नर गावे, दुख दरिद्र निकट नहीं आवे। ध्याये तुम्हें जो नर मन लाए, जन्म मरण का चोचुत गावे। जोगी सुर मुनि कहत पुकार, जोग न हो बिन शक्ति तुम्हारा। शंकर आचरज जप कीनो, कामरु क्रोध जेत सब लीनो। जय अम्बे जय
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
निश दिन ध्यान धरो शंकर को, काहू काल नहीं सुमिरो तुमको। शक्ति रूप रो मन माये, शक्ति गए तब मन पछताए। शरणागत हुई कीर्ति बखानी, जय 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 जगदम्ब भवानी। बही प्रसन्न आदि जगदम्बा, दही शक्ति नहीं की न विलंबा। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे
मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
मूक मात कष्ट अति गहरो, तुम बिन कौन हरे दुख मेरो। आशा तृष्णा निपत सतावे, रिपु मूरत मोहिय किधर पावे। शत्रुनाश की जय महारानी, सुमिरो एक चित तुम्ही भवानी। करो कृपा है मातु दयाला, रिद्धि सिद्धि के करहु निहाला। जय अम्बे
जगदम्बे मां जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
जब लग जियो दया पल पावे, तुमरो यश में सदा सुनावे। दुर्गा चालीसा जो कोई गावे, सब सुख भोग परम पद पावे। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे मां 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 जय अम्बे जगदम्बे।
बोलो जगदम्बिका दुर्गा माता की जय. Just a few announcements before we stand for Aarti, everyone. Tomorrow we have a Go Vax bus clinic. This will be happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at our BSM parking lot. The appointments are now closed, but walk-ins are accepted if there are supplies. So if you still need to get your first dose, second dose, your boosters, or if there are any if you still need your pediatric Pfizer shots, Pfizer vaccines, these will be available while supplies last for walk-ins. We have our Holy Show this Sunday as well. This will be March 13th. Please join with us for an afternoon of relaxation and music, of course, from some of the youth of BSM. This is a free show. There's no entry fee. So we hope to see you in person. Hopefully you can all join with us. And of course, free snacks will be provided as well. On March 17th, we have Holika Dahan. It's a very important religious day before the even bigger day of March 18th being Holi. So you can join with us in person and online for both days. For Holi on March 18th, you can join with us for some chautal, singing, and general Holi celebrations. Thank you, everyone. Let us now all please stand for Aarti. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janamantare Kritani Cha Tani Sarvani Nashyantu Pradakshina Pade Pade.
Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya Jai Shama Gauri Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya Jai Shama Gauri तुमको निश दिन ध्यावत मैया जी को निश दिन ध्यावत हरि ब्रह्मा शिव जी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी मांग सिंदूर विराजत को मृग मद को मैया को मृग मद को उज्ज्वल से नैना उज्ज्वल से नैना चंद्र बदलने को ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी कनक समान कलेवर रातांबर राजे मैया रातांबर राजे रक्त पुष्प वनमाला रक्त पुष्प वनमाला अंतहार साज ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती मैया नासाग्रे मोती कौतिक चंद्र दिवाकर कौतिक चंद्र दिवाकर राजत सब ज्योति ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी हे हरि वाहन राजत खड्ग कपरधारी मैया खड्ग कपरधारी सुर नर मुनि जन सेवक सुर नर मुनि जन सेवक तिनके दुख हारी ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी मणिशुंभ विराजे महिषासुर घाती मैया महिषासुर घाती धूम्र विलोचन नैना धूम्र विलोचन नैना निश दिन मद माती ओम जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी Jai Shama Gauri.
Om. We clasp our hands and we close our eyes as we offer this final prarthana. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayinam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Viridhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavavaiharam Sarvalokekanatham Sarvamangalamangalye Shive Sarvarthasadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Hari Om Bole Maapati Mahadev ki Pavan Sut Hanuman ki Siya Bhaja Ramachandra ki Shri Durga Mata ki Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Sab koi Jai Jai Sitaram Jai Sitaram Jai Mata Di everyone. If you can please stay where you are, Arti will be coming to you and Prashad will be served at the door. One correction, we have our holy show. It'll be taking place this Sunday. This will be at 2 p.m. I forgot to mention the time. 2 p.m. or 3 p.m.? 3 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. this Sunday. Hope to see you all there. Thank you, Sitaram.